ideally, we'd like to give you the chronological order of how the house of cards fell for us with our therapist, Emma Sunshaw, and the community, System Speaks. Yesterday, we shared with you the video with the image of the Crayolas, and that was the beginning whenever we challenged her lies and things began falling apart. So that was September, and then in October we went to the System Speak Symposium. At the symposium, things went really awry. We had a conflict with another participant within the group who wanted us to tend to her and care for her, but the things that she was crying about, literally crying about, was about being rich and about having money. Whereas I understand trauma doesn't occur to a class of people, but she was crying about being rich. And she had tears in her eyes. And my story is not like that. I didn't have any spoons to give her. The next day, we came back and she wanted to go around the table and ask everybody, how did we feel? Are we feeling settled about her being so upset and disgruntled and not participating in the friends evening that we had, bowling? And as she went around the table, everyone else was appeasing her, but I couldn't do it. I wasn't going to do it. I'm not going to caretake for somebody. I can care for you, but I'm not going to tend to you. Those are things that you need to do. We each individually have to tend to ourselves. So I wasn't having it. And I was angry, and I said some explicit things, saying that they were demanding my attention. The time that they had taken up was 25 minutes already. I paid for this symposium, and I'm trying to get my money's worth, and I'm also trying to get out the door. It happened to be the last day. So when I came home from the symposium, I had 3 back-to-back emergency sessions with my therapist, Emma, who was the facilitator of the symposium. Her cochlear implant wasn't working. I don't know. It was just really hard for me to tolerate that, yes, I can take care of myself, which I did, and was angry with that person. And we went back to the community and tried to talk about it whenever we thought that they were approaching a conversation about it. We misread the room, I don't know. And then we were like, just say what you're trying to say, spill the beans, and we used a throw up emoji, and then they got insulted. It was all crap. Why this person wanted so much of my attention and kept demanding so much of my attention, and every time I tried to repair or to fix it, I was being ignored. We agreed to do a Zoom together with them and the facilitator, Emma, and it had been on the down low that Emma was my therapist. Well, when we went in, this person only had so much time, couldn't really keep their spoons together. They said they didn't feel safe with me. I'm on a Zoom. You're on a Zoom. You live in Seattle. I live in Kansas City. How are you not feeling safe with me? What are you talking about? Let's have our therapist come and we can talk this through then. Okay. Wait, no. Emma's my therapist. Emma's here, but I'm not disclosing that. So yeah, it wasn't going to happen the way that they wanted it to happen. And we didn't show up in the Zooms in the community with our camera on anymore because we didn't necessarily feel safe. Like, if they felt threatened by us, then we needed to hide, right? But also, we're here, and we're going to take up space. It was messy. It was really messy. So, Emma had asked for donations to continue doing the book club. And originally in the community, she had posted it was $10 per person. And I was like, well, I really like that. I like that she's teaching us. This book club was very slow. Not the price of admission, but we were paying $10 per person. I volunteered to donate $100. Another friend of mine had already covered the donations and was appalled at how Emma was asking for more money after the amount that they had given. Not my business to tell you. So we started talking, the friend and I, and they were like, you donated? You're her client. You're not supposed to do that. Wait, what? Ooh. But I didn't think that it really mattered because I had already listed my artwork in the gallery, the System Speak gallery of artists and creators within the community. I listed my work that is a commission that if anybody wants to buy, then 20% of the commission would go to System Speaks and the symposiums, just raising money for the community. Okay, there's the second moment that I was exploited. Well, after the symposium, after the October Seattle Symposium, I thought, well, hey, you know what we could do? Me and the friend, we could start looking for grants for Emma for the System Speaks 501c3. Emma agreed. It was not a big deal. Yeah, all we needed to do was create a spreadsheet for there in Washington, and she would look them up and she would apply for them. Okay. All right. Again, I was exploiting myself. I was volunteering my time. I was volunteering so much of my energy within the recovery group, promoting her on all of my imagination pages. And turns out that she had an Instagram for her S3C Foundation. Oh, a new 501c3. Okay. Confusing, but all right. Didn't tell me about it. I thought I was a member of the board, or a client, or a member in the community, or any of these things. Okay. Well, so I was exploiting myself. Emma was not forthcoming and saying, hey, Max, you can't do all of these things. It's not going to work. You can't do it for me and my therapist and my colleague and my peer. We can get other people to do it. Nothing like that was ever said.